Oh, bonjour, mon petit internet, and you beautiful creatures of the beyond. Let's see what we can do today. So, I had a change of plans. I've been doing some stuff in the background, and voila, we have pushed strength 50, dexterity 48, and one hand to 39. And we're level 11. I had to do one mini quest for the experience. I just brought the guard. I forgot his name. Whatever, I'll show you guys. Easy. He was in the brothel, so I brought him back to the barracks. Brothel barracks. Ah, nice. And I talked to Lord Andre, and he said to go fetch a sword from this guy. And because I didn't rat him out, because he wasn't supposed to be in the brothel, he gave me a fine sword, which is a very good sword. And if you rat him out, he won't give it to you. Now, if you have around, I don't know exactly how much dexterity you need, but you need quite a bit to steal from Jasper the key to get inside over here, exactly over here.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Correctly, we will never open it, and we have to wait like until chapter 4, 5. I don't remember. I'm keeping them alive because they have some extra quests we can do in the Valley of the Mind in the future chapters, so you shouldn't dispatch of them. So keeping them around for longer than necessary is profitable. Also, if you want to max out your stats by praying to the statue of Venus, don't join any faction until later chapters, until you're sure you have like a lot of points and hunting and stuff like that. I personally don't like doing that because it takes too much of the immersion, and you're just like, you have to plan it all ahead, and it kind of becomes a chore rather than a fun game. But instead of us waiting for us to get the dexterity necessary to pickpocket that guy, there is a trick which is kind of cheaty, but not really. Well, it's an exploit. So you can do this with any locked doors, but I'm just gonna do it with this door because there is no other way. There is no meat bug transformation scroll in this game, unfortunately, from what I remember. And even if there was, I don't know if we can pass under the door. But that doesn't mean that the transformation scroll is bad. Now I have bought this transformation scroll, which is 25. So, what happens? The game will try to transform us into a ship. But then, the game pushes us one step forward for some reason. So we can go through the door. Well, of course, if I wouldn't be stuck. Oh, come on, okay. So we are a ship that jumps around. Shippy ship ship. Now all we can do is transform back, and of course we won't be able to get out.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
But we have another transformation scroll, so we can pop up on the other side. The thing is, if you advance through the chapters, you can get a rune to teleport you out in the city or whatever. So there are ways around this. But I'm just using this, well, exploit to get inside because there is one particular chest. I know it's dark. And for some reason, I spawn with the flaming bow on my back. I don't know why. So we go to this chest, and it has a very long combination, which I wrote down. But I know what's in the chest, so it's not like we are getting something ahead of time. So. It's a long comment. So we get these things, and then we already have the Amulet of Strength that we bought, and an Elixir of Dexterity, which is not something essential, but we will take it anyway. So we can sort this from the get-go. So we're not actually bypassing the game or gaining anything extra. You could do this from the start of the game if you really wish to, and you can even use the same trick with transformation to jump through that door, where you cannot open it with a key. But again, I think it's not okay to cheese it through. Uh-oh. Well, this doesn't work as expected. Okay, let me try that again. Let me try to transform into a rat first, and then into a ship to see if this works. Oh, the rat doesn't work? Okay, that's new. I suppose it's because of the shape of the rat? Yep. Ha! Interesting. So yeah, we need to experiment with some other transformation scrolls. Well, that's good to know. I only tested it inside, but I never got out, so that's something new. Well, I suppose we'll just have to wait then, or I'll test with other transformation scrolls. Beating them, well, that's not a very good option. They're quite strong. Now. Oh, come on, open up. The next thing... Oh, shoot, I forgot to finish the quest. Because I specifically came here to finish the Blood Chalice quest. So let's talk to Cassie.
Hey, you! About the blood chalices, I've got all 6 chalices now.
Good work. I found a buyer in the meantime. You can have your reward now. Thanks for doing that for me. There's nothing else I have to do for you, but you can learn from me at any time. What's more, there's enough on this island just waiting for a taker.
I've come to pick up my reward.
What's your choice?
We're not gonna use this Ring of Life Force. I'm gonna go with the Elixirs of Healing.
Give me the potions.
Which are... all these are good. They will come in handy. So... we can take that from down there. Also, the scrolls, I bought them from Ignaz. You know Ignaz, the guy who's somewhere in the port. Also, I have talked to Rengar to get that +1 dexterity. And then you pay 1,000 gold in donations to Daron. You pay 50 by 50 by 50. And you gain a lot of hit points, 1 experience point, so a learning point, sorry. So I have 2 now. Some fixed 50 experience, and I don't remember. Healing and something. Anyway, pay him 1,000. And you can even collect it back later on. by pickpocketing him or beating him up or even getting rid of him. But whatever, that's for later. Do you have anything else to sell?
Show me.
Now that's typical, isn't
Not
it?
really.
I don't believe that.
So, with that done and out of the way, we are going to go and make a little visit to see what that key we've gotten from the hotel when we offered Lemar's ledger. We got a crazy key, you know, and no clue on how to use it. But as I told you, there is an island in the distance, so we're gonna swim to it. Now, I've cleared the island, so we don't waste our time. It's filled with lizards. And lizards are quite strong, but as I was talking with an awesome creature of the beyond on in the YouTube comments, if you know how to counter each creature, because there is like sort of a dance when you're fighting, you know? They have specific movements and you can attack them when they're vulnerable and defend when they are attacking. But with creatures, usually you cannot defend. So in the case of the lizards, they circle you a bit, and when you see that they're moving like 1 or 2 steps in your direction, just pitch slap them with your sword. You know, you're gonna get the hang of it. You know, and you can kind of do this with all creatures. Some are more agile than others, but yeah. You can technically beat everything at level 1. It's gonna take you a very long time because you will have very low strength and almost no crit. So yeah, that's a nice tip for you. Now we are gonna go here. There's about 4 or 5 of them. And you will find some plants. You will even find a tablet. I'm gonna show you a really cool thing. So after you defeat them, you have to be very observant, because it's very easy to miss this cave over here. There's a lot of foliage in front. Now, if we go like this, you'll find this. Now if we try to jump over it, bam, we're almost dead. Well, not almost. But there is a trick to this. I mean, if you're lower level, you're gonna die for sure. This is actually a lever. I know it's not intuitive, but it's sneaky. Well, they are the Thieves Guild after all. So then, you find a lot of good stuff. Their whole loot is over here. These 2 chests you have to unlock, I think. Oh, come on. And they have some nice cash in it. Some more golden goblets. Come on. Okay, this one had the same combination. Also, interestingly, when I found that expensive statue of Enos on those goblins, you can actually use that in the market to talk to the fire mage, Dragan, I think it's his name, or Dorgan, or whatever, something with D. And you can get accepted in the monastery a lot faster that way. But again, the game does not make any references to that. And we also have somewhere, I think, this one. Scratch Silver Ball. So when you see like very custom names attached to them, that means they might be used in a quest or be given to certain NPCs that require it. So we'll keep it. Good. These two will open on their own. So yeah, we have quite a bit of cash here. We are at 3k. So we should be alright. And I think that's about it. This will remain inactive unless we activate the switch again. And now we can go back. Unfortunately, there are no teleports yet. The other islands have nothing on them. This is the only one. One more thing. Although it's not worth going there. You see there is a wreck here, a shipwreck. If you go on it, you'll find fish and a wine between the plates. But yeah, it's just there for, I don't know, to enrich the visuals. Why am I running on the water? So since we are done over here, let me actually try to go to Ignas. Oh, and I did beat the guy at the farm. It just took me 2 more tries. Again, sword fighting. You need to know when to block. And then you just make him go to work and you get some little experience from that. Nothing too crazy. Anyway, we haven't missed on anything wild. Also, actually, I'm gonna show you something because I just remembered. There is another beach on this other side, another alcove. So this is where we have skip, but after it there is another bit of a beach. That sounded wrong. Another spot. And we'll just go check it out now. And I know there were lizards there, so I can show you how to deal with the lizards. I'm still gonna take some damage. I'm not super perfect fighting them. I also love there are lots of fish in the water, and for some reason I can't seem to see them at the moment. They're very shy. Well, probably not in this area. Oh, come on, swim a bit faster. Oh, and the acrobatics we unlock automatically when we reach 90 dexterity, so there is nobody to teach us that. Just a side note that I have realized. I think we cannot climb, can we? Oh, it's not here. It's after this one. I'm not sure if there's anything particular on this. Oh, there is a chest there. We're gonna try to get there from skip somehow. Okay, there is another shipwreck over here. Come on. We can do it. We can swim. I hear you. I hear you. Now we can jump here and use arrows, but they're very powerful creatures. So, oh, as you see, oops. When he moves towards you, you just bitch slap him. Bitch slap. Bitch slap. And if you do it on time, he won't even touch you. Sometimes you just miss on synchronizing.
Nothing there.
I haven't learned to skin them yet. I don't know, perhaps I'll have to, because there is a quest that requires me to get a claw of something, of some creature, and I'm not sure if that claw will be available without us learning the skill. Come to Papa. Hey, take your distance. Might fail this. Or not. have a bit of patience. Back. Back, Bessie. Eh. Good job. Oh, there is a tablet over there. And a spiny clam. And a stone tablet. What else do we have here? A chest. We have to unlock it. Ah. Damn it. Ah. It's one of those. It's one of those! Oh my god. I managed. Somehow I managed. Very long combo. There are websites where you can find all of the combos if you really want to. But personally, I like to try them out. You know, it feels more normal, more immersive. More chests. I did see a leather bag over there. Over here. Oh, and a sword. What type of sword are you? Rough Bastard sword. Interesting. 95, 90. And it's a one-handed weapon. Although it's 95. You need 95 strength to do 90 damage. We'll probably find better... No, we can't go this way. Maybe we can go this way. We'll probably find better swords by then. By the time we reach 90. What's cool about this game is like you find something new every time you play it. Like I didn't know you can climb up like this and go to this other piece of land. Question is, how do we get down without murdering ourselves? Don't die. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry, huh? Let's try that again. Ha! I could heal. Why don't I do that? I'm curious. What prevents me? What force of the universe prevents me from healing? I'm just gonna eat the meat, because why not? Not so efficient now, but still, it's better than consuming the potions. There is actually a trick to avoid taking damage on falling, but I don't want to use this trick. So basically, when you're falling, right before you hit the floor, you just move a bit to the right or to the left, in any direction, and I think you're not taking any damage, but I'd rather take the damage. What the heck, it's so high. Maybe I need to jump from a lower vantage point. Maybe this is lower? Yeah, perfect. Perfect landing. I don't know the exact height where you have to fall from. We still took some damage though, so... There is a chest. I hope we don't have a billion trillion combinations. Let's just say, because I don't have a lot of big blocks with me. Are you kidding me? Okay, this one worked. An axe. Glacier quartz. I don't know what these are used for. And a ham. I don't know since when this ham was sitting in this chest that was exposed to the elements, but I think it will be tasty. Everything will be fine. Hop. Gonna dive in like a pro athlete. Oh, I wonder if we go to speak to Skip right now. He say something because I did speak to Greg about him. So yeah, things could have reaction based on your actions. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Do you know anyone with an eye patch?
I know plenty of men with eye patches.
There's someone roaming the land of Corinus who seems to know you rather well.
Can't imagine who. I have no dealings with landlubbers.
But
Leave it be. I'm really not interested.
here, I've got a map of Corinus.
That's good. Let me draw in the hideout of this fellow. I remember his name now. Dexter. Yes, I think they called him Dexter.
Wow.
Here's your map.
Thank you.
Where did you...
I already told you. I'm not going to tell you where our bay is.
Fine, fine, fine. So now if we look at the map, he did like this black circling around Dexter's location, which looks horrible. It's like, yeah, you could have just, you know, put an X or something. Hey, open, yeah, I did. Hey, don't get... Oh, go. No. Get stuck, don't get stuck. Okay, let's see what was in that clam. Spiky clam. We get a pearl. Spiky clam. Damn it, it's so annoying I can't see it. It should be here. Oh, there it is. Rock crystal. Nice. Okay, so I think we are done with the city for now. I can't think of anything else in particular that we wanna do. No! Whew. We didn't die. Thank you, game. I'm not sure of that though. Jeez, what am I supposed to do here? Am I gonna die? We can jump in the water. YOLO. No, perfect. Perfecto. Also, we could start talking to Lord Hagen if we really wish to. Oh, also we need about 60 dexterity to get the last two keys from the last two locked, what are they called, towers. And we will be able to finish another quest. Okay, so the guy that I got from the brothel, his name is... Peck. Yeah, got his name. Yeah, he gave me the sword. I talked to Lord Andre about him. I still haven't managed to to unlock this. Will he notice now? Oh, come on. I guess not. Nothing to see, I'm not robbing you. I'm just looking in the chest to make sure the coin was there.
Hey,
Hey. We still have to do the package, but I suppose we should wait a bit with the package. It will come up eventually. Thieves Guild, we're gonna do it later. Yeah, we're gonna leave everything as it is for now. I should get some sleep. Can I go into the barracks? Good job. I'm getting out. So what else could we do? Actually, let's try another spell from Ignis. Let's see which creature will allow us to go out or in. As for the keys to open the towers, just pickpocket various guards. But as I said, you need a specific threshold on your dexterity. So I recommend 60 to pickpocket everyone in town. Well, the majority, not everyone. And you will get lots of experience, lots of cash. It's a really good way. Unfortunately, if you're going like in small increments like 30, 40 and so on, you will have to go around and try to pickpocket everyone again. So make sure you have enough dexterity. Though dexterity, I think it's super overpowered in my opinion. It's more versatile. Show me your wares.
Show me.
Well, I'm gonna not buy that one. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this. This. And this. Hopefully one of them will manage to get me out, because I have no other options right now. Let's also sell some of the silverware, if we have any. 50 gold pieces to trade me, huh? Never. Make me some fish soup, please.
Could you cook?
Nothing.
Thank you. And now... And there's still lots of the map that we haven't explored.
Hey, you!
For all your 200 gold,
Yes, I'll accept.
All right.
we've made some good deals.
Good. Good.
Don't say
Now,
you know that.
what else should we do? I'm
Don't
thinking.
tell this to anyone. I don't believe that.
Now that's typical, isn't
And he works all day too.
I don't know. So the maximum dexterity you need to steal from everyone, even the highest and most difficult pockets, is 120 dexterity. It's not difficult to attain, but
Nothing could exist at all.
yeah,
No
you
light
have to insist a
and
bit.
no darkness.
I don't know what we should do. Oh, I thought I was going here. Sorry. Yeah, let's try to go through the door. See
Don't
which
tell her a thing for now.
which of the scrolls allows us to do that.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
If not, then we'll have to wait for a teleportation rune. And then we can use the ship, get in and out. Ah, the things I do for this game. But I love it to bits. It's just amazing. Although I'm not sure you could teleport through walls with that spell. That's an interesting aspect. So, let's see. We have... What do we have? Let's try a scavenger. Yep. Scavenger seems to work. If you move out of the door, it will work even better.
I'll never get this open
I
without the
know,
right
sorry.
key.
Okay. Now we just do this again. Which is yes, okay. And hopefully we can get out using the ship. Let's see, where is the ship? Ship. And we're stuck. Okay, it seems that we cannot use this trick. Unless maybe, I don't know, let's try something different. What? Okay, it seems you can exit that way. that gap is enough to get you out. Maybe not in, but out. It works. Anyway, we're out. Without using the key. Whatever. It worked. I'm happy. We still have the ship. Yes, so we can play as a ship if we want. That's also a doable playthrough. We'll be eaten by every wolf and everything else that moves around, but hey, immersion, right? I have the correct, yeah. So we have only 2. We need 4,000, almost 4,000 experience to go to the next level. I'm actually thinking of investing more on strength first. Then I'm gonna reach 64, or probably I'm gonna push to 69. And I'll probably do the same for the one hand. Okay, so okay, let's see. Let's drink that dexterity potion. Now we have 51. I also have rings and stuff on me. That's why it's so high. And let's actually do a little bit of exploration. Although I'm not sure how. Actually, first of all, I need some more bolts.
And in this place, order and chaos were equal, and so
dramatic,
the sea
this part
was created.
How many arrows do I have?
And the sea released the land, and there arose all
329.
creatures, trees as well as animals, wolves as well as sheep. And last of
as
all
well as sheep.
arose the human.
Actually, it's quite interesting how he describes the story of the gods. I like it. Yes, this please. Only this. You have anything better? 30, 35. Never mind. Okie dokie. Now, for our exploration, let's see. Well, I don't know if we should go through the woods. It's kind of dangerous in the woods there. There's some interesting things in the woods. But I'm not entirely sure we are ready for the woods. I would rather... Yeah, let's try another path, and we shall see. We are going to use the teleport, and from there I'm gonna just explore a bit.
But with it, the trees and animals were also washed away, and a deep sadness overcame Adanos.
Poor Adanos, he was sad.
Thus spake Adanos to his brothers.
Zoom.
That's what I've always said.
Actually, we did quite a bit.
That's
well, of checking things out. I know I did them in the background, most of the hard work, but that is so we don't constantly fight, and it's more interesting to do the quests. But now we're going to explore, so we are bound to fight a bit. Actually, wasn't there? I might be wrong, but it's always nice to check. No, can't climb up here. There is something up there, I know. The question is, how do we get up there? Sometimes you can catch on the edge of this low poly cliff. There is a path over there. Let's do this. Why not? See, there's always something interesting to explore and to find. I'm not sure there is anything down here, but wherever you think you can explore, just go explore. You are bound to find something sometimes, because this game doesn't really have restrictions. You can go even out of the map. But it's difficult, but there are ways, and I mean hacky ways to climb the walls and stuff like that. It's called wall running. Find it a bit cheesy to do so. Wait. I think the path goes around from this side. There we go. Sneaky. And what do we have here? Oh, magical herbs. There we go. A potion. Ring. They're magical rings. Militia short sword. That's nice. What rings did you give me, though? Iron skin. Ring of force. Strength bonus free. Mana bonus 10. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take this. So we have 5, 3, and 10. That's 18 strength. Does this give us anything? Also, the fine sword gives us +5 to one-handed talent bonus, so that's nice. Don't kill me. Jumps are really weird here. So let's go hop. Now we can teleport. Let's save first. Did I open this chest? Yes, how could I even avoid it? Okay. And now we're gonna take a different path that we haven't taken. And I did say we'll explore it a bit later. We're not going to honors yet. We should go this way. Okay. So we're gonna find a hunter over here. As I said, he has spells and stuff, so you can take it off him. So let's see.
Traveling so far from home, out
Dragon.
here you have to be careful, especially when you're all by yourself.
It's risky, so we cannot take the purse of him. We need 60 to do that.
What are you doing out here?
Well, the tavern is too expensive for me. That's why I settled here. The previous inhabitants don't seem to need it anymore.
Who used to live in this camp?
No idea. Probably some hunters. I suppose it got too dangerous for them out here.
Isn't it too dangerous out here?
Well, not if you can defend yourself. My crossbow has already proven to be of service many times.
It's not all that big.
But deadly if you know how to handle it. I used to have a bigger one. Unfortunately, I lost it. I ventured too far north into the mountains. There's a big stone circle there with a sacrificial altar. While I was hunting scavengers up there, these vile undead beings came out of the woods and attacked me. All I could do was run for my life. While I was running, the crossbow slipped from my hand. I bet it's still lying up there by that strange stone circle in the north.
Can you teach me something?
If you can pay. Like I said, at the moment I'm a bit strapped for cash.
How much do you want?
150 gold pieces.
Maybe later.
Maybe later.
You are so fast. 150! Now! Sounded a bit desperate there. I didn't see these arrows. We're gonna collect them, why not? It's always good to have backups. As I said, resources are tight sometimes. I mean, it might seem a lot, 300 and something arrows, but you're gonna miss quite a bit of a few shots there and here and there, because you need to improve your bow skills, not only your dexterity. Dexterity does not ensure a hit. Just ensures you can equip certain bows. Now, I've been up to a certain point on this path to clear some creatures. But what I want to showcase is over here. There is sort of like this river. And to get on the other on the other island over there, you will not be able to go into the water and jump. But there is a little trick. You have to swim up, down the river, and then right there, you can barely see it, there is an edge. You can walk. You reach somewhere where you can climb this edge, and you can walk along this edge, and you jump over there. And from over there, you can find some plants and some stone tablets. And that's that. There is a statue of Venus over here. And usually they're small creatures. There are some dangerous ones as well. But what would be interesting for you to explore is up here. Though be very, very careful. I haven't even gone up here. Because this place is freaking dangerous. Although I'm not sure there is anyone. Is there? Okay. You'll have to do a certain quest for the fire mages over here. And you'll fight a very interesting creature. Let's just leave it at that. Some potion. A sword, some scrolls. Yeah, really neat stuff you can collect here. Make sure you collect them before you summon the creature. Or do I need to do it later? I can't even remember. I think you need to do it for a ceremony or something. I can't remember. There's quite a bunch of stuff laying around. Just have to slowly move and collect it. Actually, all of this stuff that's left on the ground is for you to fight the creature. But if we'll have to, we'll get to that and we'll use the appropriate tools we need. Not sure if you can go any higher than this though. Yeah, be careful with that. You're not letting me jump here. Okay, let's not murder ourselves by accident. So from this point onwards I haven't explored, but I know for a fact there is something up here. So it's very easy to miss these turns and hidden spots. I'm just gonna collect the flower power simulator. I'd better collect it now than forget about them later. And you may use it to make really nice potions later on. And we will need a lot of potions for the end game. The end game is brutal, more brutal than the first game. Although still pretty doable. If you know how to... If you know the game inside out, you will not have a problem. You can even finish the game, I don't know, at very, very early levels. Of course, you will have to use some hacking methods. There are some things down there, but we're not gonna go because we're not made of titanium and will be eaten alive. I'm still not ready for the shadow beasts. I mean, shadow beasts sleep during the day, so you could sneak in. Okay, here are some stuff. A crossbow, that's nice. So you can sneak in and steal from inside the cave without disturbing the creature. You can also jump around, it won't matter, you know, it still counts as sneaking. But it's up to you. Personally, I would just go in and attack it, because it's far more interesting that way. Although if you like to play with creatures and see if they wake up, if you're not careful enough. I think there was something up here. No, not here? Well, then it was just that crossbow. Let's see. That crossbow is this one. We need 60 strength, we're missing 7. Well, that's gonna be a pain. It gives 90 damage though. So that will be a game changer for us when we reach at 60. It's gonna take a couple of levels. But we shall manage, we shall manage. Now the reason I really want to follow this path is because I want us to have a nice boss fight at the end. Well, it's not at the end of the path, it's kind of in the middle of the path, but whatever. I call it the end. And you'll realize pretty soon where we're going. I'm not sure you can climb up there. No? Nope, doesn't let us. Oh, shush. Where are you? Now, we will not go this path. because this is the DLC area. It's a really cool area, but it's too early for us to go here. And maybe not too early, but we still have things to do before we even consider jumping in. Maybe we could do it before we finish chapter 1, so we get it out of the way. It's a really amazing area. But we definitely need to push more strength and more one-handed skill. Now, I'm not sure there is absolutely anything on this. Not that I can see. I suppose you can jump over there and there, but whatever. So nada de nada. Wee! Skateboarding. Don't do that, you might be stuck. Oh, another cool thing, but it's a DLC thing, which we'll unlock later. Though this is for mages, so it's not much of a spoiler. You can use Bloodfly Stingers and Minecrawler's Jaws to regenerate your mana, but there is a catch. If you use them, if you use them for a certain time, I mean, no, there is a maximum number you can use. And after you have used like 90 of them, I don't know, I don't remember the number. Then after that, you become immune, or you build your immunity against the poison or whatever it is, and they have no more effect, so they stop regenerating your mana. But it's a really cool way to deal with various creatures. Also eat the shrooms, because they do give you mana. But as I said, since we are not using it... Oh, there is one up there. Since we are not relying on mana, we don't care that much. And I wanted to say that the Ino statue, when we're gonna pray to it, it's gonna give us strength and mana, not strength and dexterity. Strength and dexterity is only for after you joined the what's it called? You know, the thing, the mercenaries. As a mage, you get more mana. So yeah, it's annoying if you want to get all of the benefits, as I said, from the statue. You have to not join anyone until later when you have like... But it's not fun. In my opinion, it's not fun to build it that way. Again, there are two ways to go in to the area of the DLC, and I'm gonna give you a small preview over here. There is like Mayan pyramid here, or an Aztec pyramid actually. Let's see if that thing works. Looks really cool. There's a fire lizard over there. Yeah, and the music is just fantastic. It will be amazing. Anyway, let's reload. But a very tough area, so don't jump in here if you're not ready for it. You also have a bed nearby, so you can sleep there. So we'll continue down our path. Now here, there is quite a bit of stuff to explore. I'm not gonna go into the woods, because that's an entirely different place that is more or less related to specific quests. So we'll explore a bit later. Especially in the night there are some sort of ghosts here. I don't know. Oh my god, my critical isn't working. Yeah, that's kind of annoying.
Nothing there.
We'll have to rely more on the crossbow, I suppose. So there's these floating orbs nearby sometimes at night. I don't remember if they're aggressive towards you. Also, if you want to use that thing with the stinger, don't kill the blood flies. Now that's a path into a cave which we're not going. Actually, we could go that way. Or not. No. I have a better idea. There is a cave here, so be careful with that cave. Actually, I'm not gonna bother with the cave right now. I might bother with this lurker if you no aggro. That cave is not necessarily super dangerous, but difficult to traverse. There is another cave nearby that has a really cool thing in it. Although we don't need to fight anyone, we can just go in and steal what's inside. It will have to be ultra fast. I think it's better if we fight. Now, this is a place where I wanted to reach. I think there was a tablet somewhere here. I think. Can't remember. Okay, those snappers are gonna be a pain. Actually, I'm gonna heal really quickly. But hopefully this hunter will help me. I think there is a stone root or something, or dragon root nearby. I don't remember. Something. This guy is also interesting. Grimbold.
Are you waiting for someone?
Not anymore. You're here now, aren't you?
What are you up to?
I want to hunt the snappers up there, but I think there may be too many for me alone.
Why me?
You look strong. I could use a fella like you.
Really? Okay, I'll help you. You go first.
Okay, I'll help you. You go first.
Sure thing. But don't get too close to the black troll back there. He'll rip you to pieces otherwise. Got it? And woe betide you if you chicken out.
Yes.
Another one of those things.
Actually, let's try to use the sword.
All right. So much for
Oh,
you,
one down.
filthy beat.
One more shot.
All right.
Well, I did
So much for you,
experience, but
filthy
yeah, there.
beast.
That's it? Is he stuck? He was supposed to do something.
Can you teach me?
All right. You haven't been much help to me so far, but let's not be too harsh.
Actually, I'm gonna try to take this snappers on my own. Let's see. One at a time, please. I'm not an all-you-can-eat buffet. Let's see if we can do the bitch slap move. Bitch slap. No! Don't murder him. He's my experience. You kill stealer. Okay, let's try to, I don't know, this other one. Slowly. Slowly. Come on. Come here, Bessie. Let's not go to the troll's place. No, 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 no! Okay, that wasn't expected. Ah! We needed more space. Gonna try it again. Is this a goblin berry? Yes. Come on, come on. Where did I know? Ouch. Okay, we might use some potions. Just to speed up things. And we're gonna end the episode soon. Oh, nice crits. I'm messing with that, but whatever. Let's see if he is happy that I killed him. Get some extra experience.
Are you... Can you teach me?
All right.
What?
You haven't been much help to me so far, but let's not be too harsh.
You're silly. I murdered
Teach
them.
me how...
What exactly,
Okay, so remove claw. Crawler blades. You could learn this if you want a different armor, though I don't recommend it. Mandibles, claws, wings. All of these are... you can learn this from a book, so they're not worth the experience. I'm not sure about claws, but most of these things won't get you much money, in my opinion, unless you want for the pelt guy. Okay, so last thing I wanted to do, I think this is a King's Sorrow. No, it's a snapper wood. What we want to do is go here and meet the troll of all trolls. Oh, there is a sun on it. Now this guy, ho ho ho. Hold my beer, please. Gonna drink some rum. And I'm not gonna use any of the potions. I'm gonna show you how to exterminate him in just a few hits. So all you need is this. Exactly one spell. He hits super hard. If we do this... Ha! Come to me. Come on. Hit me. Wanna hit me? No, you can't hit me? Oh. Experience 1000. Just like that. And we're gonna take the hide of a black troll. And the ring. Torturer's axe. Potion. King's Sorrel. Oh, super nice. I really thought there was... Oh, there is a tablet. There it is. And the Sun Alloy is something that is needed in another quest later on, but we'll have to worry about that. Because it grows in the excrement of a black troll. So super nice. As I said, hold on to your scrolls, they will come in handy. Oh, there is another tablet. I knew there was something. Oh, another tablet. Really rich place over here. This leads to that area, which I do not remember. And before we end the episode, I'm just gonna show you the place where you can get a really cool sword. Before I do that, let me check this sword. 125 one-handed weapon. Superb. And we've got Ring of Arrow Protection, Mana, Weapon Protection, Fire Protection. We got this one, Ring of Stone Skin. Because I don't see any other ring. Do you care that I killed him?
The black troll is dead.
Perfect.
Nicely done. I never thought those could be killed at all. I won't forget that.
Yes, you won't.
Teach me.
What exactly?
Okay, never mind. So last thing I want to show you guys is down this path. Though do be prepared because this area is infested with undead and other creatures. It's a very strong place. Yeah. Oh shoot! What did I do? Oh my god! Ah! I am fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. I wanted to save and I clicked new game. Ha! Arr. Such is life. We make mistakes, we learn from them. Yes, I killed the troll. See ya, wouldn't wanna be ya. Save. Good. No new game. I just want to show you the cave, and that's it. So somewhere here. Is it here? No. I think it's over here. I'm just gonna show for demonstration purposes only. Yeah, it's in here. Leave me alone, Piggy. So if you go inside here, there's quite a few hundred which hit like trucks. And if you go down that path, you will find like a very interesting thing. Well, obviously you have to get rid of these guys. You can defeat them, but they're a pain. Where's my pain stuck? Ah, no, my pain. It's a sword. I died on top of this other guy. Really nice. Okay, guys. Sorry, this episode went a bit longer than usual, but I hope it's something really nice. Just a second. Let me reload so we don't have any glitches. Okay, I'll see you in the next episode. Stay awesome and bye.